But with like a lot of men in Singapore, especially in the Malay community, married, they are in love with women, they like women, but they just every now and then like to get that part of them tickled. Like, they just like guys at the same time. But they don't want to marry a guy.
Yeah.
God, no, but they just...
So you were getting it. Like you had men in your life.
Yeah.
Why do you feel the need to like do what you did? Like the whole offering.
The pay thing?
Yeah.
To me, it's just like, do the job. Like, we don't even have to talk. We don't even have to be friends. Like, do the job, then that's it.
And these are escorts or just normal people as well?
Some are escorts, some are normal people who don't mind that transactional relationship. 2 doctors
Yeah.
2 doctors said that he does not have any pedophilic disorders. 2 separate doctors from 2 separate clinics.
Okay, let's talk about you and your drama.
Can I just say something?
Yes, what?
It's such a YouTuber thing. 3, 2, 1. Okay. Like, why do you count it? Why do we always count it? Well, not
I always count myself in.
Everyone does.
Oh, really?
Kirsy does.
Oh.
Tian Hao does. Ryan does. Everyone does.
Some people laugh. Moon always laugh at me if I count myself in.
Is it?
Yeah.
It's
I don't know
such a
why.
thing. I'm sure she does as well.
She does it.
You
She's
put
damn
her
pro.
as the host.
Oh, okay.
You see what happens. She'll confirm count herself down.
But okay, let's talk about your drama. You are gay.
Bye.
By okay.
Yeah, but I mean, technicalities.
I've always suspected, but I never like.
Yeah. Like, everyone who had eyes can, like even Stevie Wonder, like listening to my videos would have
who
been,
had eyes.
this guy is
Yeah.
fruity. Yeah.
And I think it confirmed it when the whole thing happened.
Yeah,
lah.
of course.
So why were you in the closet for a long time? Like, was it because of family?
Family.
Mostly family.
Like 98% family.
Okay. And the other 2%?
Industry.
But the industry was okay.
At that time, no. At that time, even like, Hirsy had a hard time trying to find his footing also.
Yeah.
At the time, and he was openly, queer from the start. So I saw that, and it's hard, right? And I was like, nah, there's no need to. And I also found, like, I didn't find the need to. Like, I was very happy, my family was happy, I was happy doing things in private. Like, for what? Why do I need to be public about it?
I mean, yeah, you don't have to, but I guess it's the idea of living freely, I guess.
But that's the thing, right? Like, to me, the online stuff was not me. It was Dee Kosh, right? So it is very separate from my personal life. It's my personal life. I have my personal friends, personal relationships, and that's where it stayed. And so I was okay with that. Like, I was okay with that being there and everything else being, there. So to me, I never found the need to have to do like a coming out video. Yeah. Even when coming out videos were a trend. Remember that there was one point of time everyone was doing coming out videos? Yeah, I was like, no need lah. There's no need to. But 98% family.
Can I sidetrack of the coming out video?
I'm sorry?
Can I sidetrack?
Okay.
When you say coming out video, right, there's this I forgot who was the influencer who did it, but it wasn't a coming out video, it was a boyfriend reveal video.
Okay.
And it was hilarious.
Why?
Because it was shot on iPhone, obviously. It was so like low quality that the video, the start of the video, it was her and her boyfriend, but there's a plastic bag over her boyfriend's head.
Are you serious? Is this local? Who's
I forgot who, I really forgot who.
Oh, no.
And I won't mention names lah, but that be fucking hilarious.
Oh no.
This is my boyfriend. And no, wait. When she talked so long and the boyfriend, you can see the plastic just...
no. And then the review happened.
Yeah, and then the video happened.
No.
Okay, I'm sorry. They're fucking hilarious. If I can find the video, I'll send it to you.
I have no idea.
But yes, okay. And then you were bi and you decided to keep it separate lah. So how much of a... Okay, when you say family, is it like a religion thing?
Yeah.
Because you're
Very conservative.
And,
Family
but
is
are
highly
you?
conservative. To a point. To a point I am, but no lah. I think compared to them, I'm full on like black sheep lah.
So how do you manage that? Like, how do you manage the being Christian? Christian, right? Yeah, being Christian, but I'm gay.
A lot of people have a hard time managing that. You just have to suck it up.
Like, do you feel like you're doing something wrong?
At first, yeah. At first, definitely. Like you're like, you basically realize that you are something that the whole church says, at that time, that you're not supposed to be. And you're like, oh shit, I am, man. I'm one of them, man. It's like X-Men and mutants, Like, I'm one of them. Shit, what do I do? Just gonna keep it hidden, no?
And how did you realize this?
How did I realize my...
Yeah.
Oh, it was in college. I was like 20, 21, around there.
Oh, that's old.
Yeah, I'm quite a late bloomer.
Yeah.
Because it was like all my life, it's just been straight relationships, you know? And I fell in love with a woman. And until now, right, if you ask me, will I ever settle down? There's only one girl I think about. And I'm like, if there's anyone that could have made me settle down, it's her. That I was truly in love with. But in college, there was this guy. I won't say his name because I think he might be watching. But not in Singapore, like in Philippines. That sort of pushed my edges and made me fall off the cliff. And I was like, oh shit, I like this. This is nice. Yeah.
Like it was like emotional, like it wasn't like or both.
It was both. I think it was both. Like we were good friends at first.
Okay.
I was like, okay, good friends with the gay guy. He's full on gay. Friends with the gay guy, it's fine. Nothing wrong, right? I don't judge. Jesus loves me. Jesus loves gays, And then there was one night, and then we started making out.
Oh shit.
And then I was like, oh wait, this is not, but I like it though.
Wait, were you groomed though?
Huh? No lah.
Okay.
We same age, how to groom?
Still can what? Like he keeps selling it. Did he sell you the idea?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I was gonna, like, that's not, I wasn't young.
Okay.
I was like 20 something. I had a good head on my shoulders. If I didn't want it, I would have been whoa, But I didn't mind it, And I was like, oh my God, what's this side of me that I've never explored? And I'm all about exploration. So, explored a bit more. Actually, in the Philippines, I didn't explore that much. It was just him.
Yeah.
And then when I came to Singapore, I was like, okay, no one knows me here. Time to let my freak flag fly, right? So just went to explore a bit more lah. And then that's when I realized that around 23, 24, I was like, oh, looks like I like guys too.
And when you realize that you like guys too, do you still get aroused when you see girls? Or was it like, okay.
But if it's a nigga girl, something's gonna happen lah.
Oh.
Yeah, so it's how, I don't know, it feels normal every time bisexuality is being talked about. But emotionally, I'm very attached to women. But sexually, I can be attracted to men. But I can never be emotionally attracted to a man.
Okay.
Like somehow I cannot. I really just cannot. Yeah.
So but that still falls under the category of bisexual.
Yeah lah. Because you still in the end, gender-wise, you don't mind both.
Oh, so wait, are all bisexuals like this or this is...
A lot of bisexuals like this. A lot of them a lot of straight men that I slept with, right? Like, they're married and stuff like that. They're in love with their wives. They love them to the T, but they just once in a while like a cock in their mouth. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's honestly very frustrating. And it's easier to be gay.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not playing the oppression Olympics or whatnot, but gay just like, oh, you like guys, you go to gay clubs, hopefully you end up with a guy, that's it. But with like a lot of men in Singapore, especially in the Malay community, married, they are in love with women, they like women, but they just every now and then like to get that part of them tickled. Like, they just like guys at the same time. But they don't want to marry a guy.
Yeah.
God, no, but they just every now and then now.
I get it though, because I mean I'm not saying I'm gay.
Really?
Because I get it in a sense from the straight perspective, right? Is that when I talk to people who are in marriages and they cheat, and it's always a very similar idea that they have. They would never get a divorce. Never. It's just that they're in a marriage too long. Sometimes the main excuse or the main reason is always, I just don't want to test market lah. See whether I'm still there, But we all know it's just horniness lah.
Yeah lor.
And that's why I say I get it. Like maybe once in a while you're like, and it also depends on the environment that you're in.
Yeah.
And who you are with, right? And that's why it always happens in clubs, you know, and when you're the one opening bottles, or you feel that sense of power because you feel like you're rich. Stupid money, by the way. But if you have it, yeah, go ahead and spend it. And then you just, one night is all it takes. And then,
That's
yeah. But again, I'm not advocating it.
Yeah. I'm not saying it's good.
Yeah.
It happens.
So you were getting it. Like you had men in your life.
Yeah.
Many of them.
You say many all loud, like no, I would say.
So then why did
comfortable.
you feel the need to like do what you did? Like the whole offering.
The pay thing?
Yeah.
Okay, so the pay thing came very much when I matured in the sexuality. So did I or was I seeing women dancers? Yes. Okay, so I was seeing a few, dating even. But it's hard to like, let's say if I go to like play. No, you know the gay club play?
Yes.
Remember?
Yes.
Yeah.
Tanjong Pagar.
Yeah. So it's hard to like, you have a one night stand there. And then when I became famous, right, it's just harder to go to these gay places because people know me now. Right? And I didn't want to out myself. So that's number one. So it's hard to find. Online, if you want me to go on those apps, even worse. Like, I'm not gonna put my face there.
Yeah.
I just out myself.
Yeah.
Right? So it's like very like discreet and stuff like that. So what would, like in my head, what would be the easiest way to get the need fulfilled without having to form a relationship, having to take you out to dinner, having to have met you at a bar or at a club? Payment. And there's a pool of people in Singapore who are open to that. That kind of relationship and transaction. And so that's when I was like, oh, this works. Right? Like this works. Come over, we do whatever we do. You're happy, I'm happy. Call it a day.
How much did you spend though? Is that a sensitive question?
A lot.
Okay, can you give, I know it might be a dumb question, but I'm genuinely interested to know. What would it cost? Like give me a range, one night.
I mean, obviously it was exposed, but you don't know, man.
I didn't see this, but
Oh, like, okay, so I'm not doing this anymore, just like to say, but it was like 1,000
a night. That's okay.
Sometimes it's not even a night, sometimes it's like 10 minutes.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
So they have time limits as well?
No.
Or it's just one shot lah?
To me, it's just like, do the job. Like, we don't even have to talk. We don't even have to be friends. Like, do the job, then that's it.
And these are escorts or just normal people as well?
Some are escorts. Some are normal people who don't mind that transactional relationship.
And that's what I saw, when when this whole thing happened to you. Now I'm like,
what?
People accept payment. Like, apart from, Dee Kosh pays for sex, the other side of it is, he can only pay for sex if people are accepting payment. Apart from the escorts, like you said, normal people.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then...
Does that shock you? Do you feel like, oh, this is Singapore?
Normal people?
Yeah.
I guess it is...
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Wow,
okay,
then-
not like a... Yeah, but like a... Wow.
Yeah, it's I would say it's a interesting market, I would say.
Okay, this doesn't happen. Okay, not based on my eyes, right? When I go to clubs, when these types of things happens in clubs, it's mostly from the escorts.
Okay.
Yeah. So where it's like, I've never, and I used to party so much, right? And I used to party with hot girls. None of these hot girls got offered like $3,000 to suck a dick.
Well, you don't know that.
That's true. But I believe that if they get offered, my friends will tell me lah.
Why would they tell you?
Like, hey, $3,000.
They wouldn't tell you. Because it's also shameful for them. You know? So honestly, this sort of transactional thing also works because it's very discreet. It's between you and the person.
Yeah.
And you will die. This person will die and you will die forever holding that sort of secret of that one night you got paid don't know how much. And yeah, so it exists. It's more common than you think.
Okay.
Yeah. Don't go around asking people also. They will say no.
No, just ask. Okay, yeah. So, and then I personally feel like because you are in this already, right? You're paying. Oh my God, it works. And I think you took it a step further.
Yes. So I think where I fucked up, which I've said before, was there is a pool of people who are looking for these kind of transactions, right? But because, like you said, I was in this, it works. Then I went out of the pool
Okay.
to find people who are not in the pool
Okay.
to like test waters. And that's where I fucked up.
So these people who are in the pool, are they like, where do you find them?
There's a pool.
Okay.
I'm
Like,
not gonna out them.
No, I'm not asking you to out them, but for example, like lamest example lah, like okay, these people are always at play, so it's like you.
Oh no, it's a website, like it's the full.
Oh, okay, it's a website. Okay,
website.
that makes sense.
Yeah.
So when you go out of the pool, you went to the dating apps lah.
And the Instagrams and the
Oh shit, okay, that one. Yeah. You know what I also thought was a fetish. Like from your end.
How is that a fetish? Wasting money? I do that all the time. I do that.
Hey, fetishes go a long way.
That's
like,
true. That's true.
Like,
And I never judge a fetish.
yeah, like I had friends who had shit fetishes and
interesting.
everything. Yeah.
Can I introduce? I want to talk to them. I want to know how it works.
I can tell you how it works because they told me how it works.
Okay, tell me how it works.
They just have to line the bed all the time.
And they have to get shat on.
They shit. So bed,
Yeah.
trash bag.
Okay.
Put under the bed. Someone shits first.
Huh?
Someone shit on the bed first.
Why on the bed?
Because you line the plastic already, man.
Yeah, but why are you shitting on the bed and not the person, man?
Yeah, so you shit on the bed, then you spread out. So then you guys are having sex with so much shit.
Oh, that's another way of doing it, I guess.
Yeah.
So, but my question is like, where's the sexual?
It's the smell.
So they like the smell, not the degradation of it.
I guess different people different.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I swear to God, like when you grow older, right? I don't know about me, everyone else, but when people grow older and you meet all these people with different fetishes, you're like, wow, it truly is a spectrum, and you can never judge a book by its cover.
Yeah. But to me, just aim for the usual ones like stepmom, stepsis.
And that's really that's very tame, eh?
But I also get stepmom, stepsis is like a stretch. Shitting is like anybody can do. You know?
What?
Okay, if let's say my fetish is stepmom and stepsis, I have to wait for my dad to divorce and get married again.
Oh, you want a real one? Ah?
Yeah.
Oh, I was thinking that it's just a fetish where it's something that you play out, and it's not. It doesn't have to be real. It's just a role play, what?
Yes, but versus the shitting one, where it's let's say I have a shitting fetish, I can carry it out.
But hearts, imagine you have to shit on the spot,
Spicy double.
Oh, with cheese. Confirm.
Yes,
you know, all these years, I've stood up for McSpicy. And like I've been the ambassador of McSpicy, and everyone knows I love McSpicy. During meet and greets back in the day, people would bring me McSpicies.
This is a dream.
Okay. No one can explain why we are shitting all the time. I feel like someone needs to look into it.
It's the oil.
Then someone needs to look into it. How can I eat sambal and sambal tumis and chili padi and not shit? But when I eat a McSpicy...
Yeah, it's a different type of
pain.
Yeah, it's a different type of pain.
Like, you need to check. Like, someone needs to check on it.
You know what's a fucked up part about this story? I got very fat from eating McSpicy also.
Is it?
Yeah.
McSpicy is great.
Yeah.
But I stopped there. I stopped eating McSpicy.
Why?
The shits were not worth it anymore.
Just drink a lot of water.
It doesn't help.
Cooling water?
It just... Anyway, so it wasn't a fetish.
Okay.
It definitely wasn't a fetish.
Okay. And when you got caught, and I think you told this story before, but inside of you, what were you most scared about?
Jail.
No, like the first night.
Oh,
Jail.
I wasn't scared at all, dude.
Really?
Oh, scrap that. I was scared of my parents finding out.
Okay.
That was my number one fear.
And
in fact, the first night, if you're saying first night, right? I was just like, okay, I can explain. Right? Let all this cool down, then I'll come out and explain the whole thing. Right? But no. It was the fact that tomorrow morning, my parents are going to wake up to a lot of texts and articles saying and revealing that I like men.
So what was the plan of
I ran away from home. Zao. That night, I went back home, take all my things, zao. Went to like stay in a hotel.
Okay. But I guess, no, I'm sure in your head you're like, how do I answer them? How do I answer them? So, what do you point to?
There was
Lie.
no answer. It was really just like, okay, it's time to come clean now. And explain to them first about the reality of the situation. And then the public maybe.
Okay.
Yeah. That was the first thing I wanted to do. Like, okay. I have to explain to them. They're gonna be so broken. They're gonna be so sad.
You're very close to them, lah.
Quite. I feel like there's still a part of them that wishes that one day I settle down with a woman and give them babies. But I think there's also a part of them that sort of understands that it's probably not going to happen.
What is their understanding of gays? So, have you asked them before?
What do you mean?
Like-
No.
No. Like, some people think it's a choice.
Oh, they definitely still think it's a choice.
Okay.
That whole generation thinks it's a choice. What are you talking about?
No, but there are some people from that generation.
Mm.
For example, I recently went to a bazaar, saw a Malay gay guy with his mum. And
Okay.
he is very gay. Everybody knows he's gay. His mum was so okay with it. And then my same generation with our mums. So some people are okay with it. Some people think that it's a choice.
It's a choice. Yeah, I think my parents and their generation, I think most of them think it's a choice. If it's not a choice, it's a something that you grew up and it sort of developed.
Yeah. So they will ask you who the fuck
It's
you
a
hang out
nurture.
with
Yeah,
and everything.
yeah.
Okay, so that's even harder.
Yeah, like where did I go wrong kind of vibe. Yeah.
Is it still in you to prove them right?
But to have a baby just no. I hate kids. I can't. I can't.
Or at least marry a woman.
No, I can't. Then what? I feel, okay, in fairness, I respect the sanctity of marriage so much that I will never marry a woman.
Okay,
And then
because
2 weeks
you have
later,
this thing.
I'll be like, ako na kone.
Yeah.
Then how? It's not fair. It's not fair to the marriage, it's not fair to the girl. So I would never do that.
Dildos?
Not the same. It's not the same, let me tell you that. Yeah.
No, but I feel like the sad part is then you will never settle down.
That's fine. And I'm okay with that.
You're okay.
Yeah. I'm okay.
You know, and many times, or for many years of my life, I told myself I'm okay with that.
Really?
Yeah. But maybe after 3 years ago, I am not okay with that.
Why? Why would you say? Because you're living alone and stuff?
Yeah, I mean that also, but I always ask myself this. If let's say I really do make it and become very, very successful,
Which you are.
what would it, like, it will only mean something to me. You get what I mean? And if, as cliche as it sounds, you have no one to celebrate with, I get that.
Your friends?
Yeah, but your friends won't feel that.
Really? Then what? Your friends?
No, as in they will feel very happy for me.
Yeah.
No doubt. Like, I think Herzi will feel the happiest for
Yeah.
me. Muna will feel the happiest for me. But the only other person who see you dragging yourself through the mud will be your partner. So that feeling that you have in your heart when you make it won't be the same as what your friends feel for you. You get what I mean? And
I
only your
guess.
partner will feel the same way. So I'm like, then actually what does it mean? If only I'm the one happy that I made it. I'm like, maybe I should share it with someone else.
I don't have that. I've never had that feeling or that need.
Okay, but what if you had a boyfriend at that time? Do you think you would still offer people money for sex?
First of all, it's very far-fetched that I would have a boyfriend. But no, probably not. Like, I respect the emotional connection a bit much. So that's why I just won't lah.
So that's why the other part I want to make is that love really changes people.
Oh, it does.
Yeah.
It
So that's
really
why
does.
up till 3 years ago, I'm like,
It
maybe
does,
I
it
should
does.
take this love thing seriously.
Why? Is there someone that is there a love that
No lah.
changed you? Or what?
No. Because for many years of my life, I don't take this love thing seriously. Maybe the first 6 months I would take, oh my God, I love you. But after that, I just be like, boring ah.
Right.
Like, maybe I wasn't mature enough to love someone else. Right? And I'm sure a lot of people go through this. And my advice is get a pet first. Really, get a pet, a dog or a cat.
Okay, I have dog. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And then, like, you need to extend yourself further for this living thing. Right? You need to wake up early and feed it.
But that's more of a child than a partner.
Yeah. But the the feeling of extending yourself is similar to a how you extend yourself to a human being.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
What if you don't make money and you cannot buy cat food? Although it's very cheap. Yeah, I mean it's $1.50 lah.
Yeah, it's
for
not
one
that
meal.
cheap.
But what if that happens and then this thing just starves to
Nice.
death? You get what I mean? So then you
okay.
have to work hard. It's very similar to a partner law. I would say.
Just comparing.
bad
Maybe you
comparison.
really are a black dog.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Right. I get that.
Yeah.
I was just talking about this to another friend the other day about like celibacy and just being alone. I think the difference between me and a lot of people is that I really do not have the desire to spend my life with somebody. Like that one old man on the mountain is like my dream. Like, oh, amazing.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was also like that lah. But I don't know what changed. Like, I guess the idea of like, wow, go get so much money for what? I'm not saying I'm rich, but if let's say one day I make it, yeah.
For yourself, for your
like that, alone,
dogs,
happy, then like
for your nephews, your nieces.
okay lah. But okay. Sorry, back to you. So what's the situation now like with your parents? I mean, it's been 1.5 years.
1,
2? No, since
like
you came out.
4. Oh, since I came out of jail.
Yeah,
1 year, about a year.
Yeah.
It's there, like the awkwardness is there sometimes, and it's like, so my brother just announced that he's having a child, a younger brother, so everyone's happy.
God, I thought you were gonna go that he's also gay.
No.
Like what, double whammy?
No, and then so everyone's happy, and then there's always that side eye of like, you should have been first because you were the eldest, you know? But they also understand that, well, he's a different situation. He's doesn't roll that way.
What does Christmas look like? Like in front of other like cousins and stuff?
My family has really been very accepting. I think they've been amazing throughout this whole situation. I couldn't have asked for a better family. So even with cousins, like Chinese New Year, all that, it's swept under the rug. Like everyone sort of knows, and then I make that awkward jail joke, and they're like, yeah, he's been to jail. But I think sometimes, especially with Asian families, there's no need for a TED talk. There's no need for so this is what really happened, you know? Yeah, so as long as they respect my boundaries, I respect their boundaries, we've accepted each other as we are, I think we're good.
Yeah, because I feel like that would be like your own family is one thing to settle.
The extended family.
Yeah, the extended family, and especially with such a big case, Chinese New Year will be so different.
The first Chinese New Year, when after this I didn't go.
Okay.
I think 2 years in a row I didn't go. I was just like, man.
So this year you didn't go also?
No lah, this year go already. This year and last year I went. So when it just happened, so when my investigations were still going on and, you know, there was no formal charge yet, I didn't go. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's been 4 years.
That's 2020.
Oh my God, it's been so long. Yeah, so then when all that is done, what went through your head? Like, what do I do in terms of career?
So after I came out of jail and stuff like that, is it? Obviously, the Singaporean dream is to start your own thing. Right?
Again, restart lah.
Singaporean dream. Start your own thing. Start a successful business. I think that's overrated. Okay, let me just give you a bit of a background about that. What happened? I came out of prison. About a week, I took time to like readjust myself. And then I was like, okay, time to start my own thing. Started 1 business, 2 businesses. It even extended to 3 businesses. All failed. Lose money. Debt. It was so interesting because it came to a point where I was not even counting my income, I was counting my debts. And that in Singapore is a fucking scary thing.
Yes.
You know? Because it only grows.
Yeah.
And my youngest brother was just like, because I was stressed out, my youngest brother said something off off the cuff. He wasn't even planning to give me advice, but he was just like, you know what? What if this family wasn't made for business? What if you were just meant to not
Work
have
for
businesses?
people. Yeah.
And I was like, you know what? Yeah. Right? So then I started sending my resume to different places, which was also tough. A lot of places, for lack of a better word, they did not think that they felt comfortable with hiring me. Even though I've had all these, like, my resume is pretty fucking impressive, you know? Until I found this current job that I'm in, which sort of helped a lot. Before that, it was just really a check to check is a what's the word? It's a luxury. It was a debt to debt nonstop piling up.
What businesses were this? Like your toys?
Toy business.
So I don't know.
There was a production thing that I started. There was this board game cafe that I wanted to do.
Okay.
Yeah, so there was a lot of this. There was even a fucking apparel thing that I did. 16,000 gone. Just like that.
And these are all your savings lah.
Yeah,
Oh no.
gone. And not. I wish I could say like, yeah, so I went to zero. No, it's negative. So now with this job that I like, I'm sort of picking up the pieces, slowly paying back the debts. Still there. Still very much trying to make ends meet, but at least there's sort of like a stability to it, which is good lah.
Starting your own thing is because you're scared no one will hire you lah.
No, it's just a Singaporean dream lah. Like, I can start my own thing. I've done it before. Why can't I do it again? Right? But I think it's overrated. I think
it is though.
I think we need to like normalize working for other people.
Yeah.
Like there's nothing wrong with doing 9 to 5. A lot of people come to me like, oh, you're working 9 to 5 now. I'm like, yeah, and?
Yeah.
Like, how you can, man? I'm
It's
like,
90% of fucking Singapore.
Yeah.
Or maybe 80%.
like, why not?
Here's the thing about, here's what I think about being an entrepreneur. A lot of people want to be entrepreneurs.
A lot.
Until they realize they get paid last. If you are the boss, you get paid last, fam. Like, and
That's true.
yeah, and like now that I own this channel, I own a gym. I also own a clothing label, and this clothing label is like I own it alone type of thing, you know.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And when I need to take out money to do the production, I'm like, oh my god. So
Then.
what if it doesn't make it? You know, if it doesn't make it, it's a straight minus.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you have loose pieces you don't know what the fuck to do with. Alhamdulillah, everything like most of my collection sold out.
Yeah.
So then in my head, I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna do it every 3 months. But so far, it's been almost a year since I launched anything. Yeah, and I agree with you, it's overrated.
Yeah.
And I feel like it is because a lot of people watch things like Andrew Tate. What's the other guy? Who's gonna carry the boats?
All of them lah. All of
Yeah,
them lah.
all of them.
Even the Singaporean ones.
Yeah.
You know, it's just like, oh, start your own business. And I'm like,
Yeah. And they always talk about you need to find purpose in life. And that's what I fucking hate.
why?
Because I've seen people fall for that shit. Like, you need to find a purpose in life. I feel like the real part is sometimes you just don't have a purpose, lor. Like what you said. Like sometimes my purpose is just working for other people, lah.
Yeah, lor.
Yeah, or like why do you need to start a business to have a purpose?
Yeah. Yes.
Which don't make sense, right?
Maybe my purpose is just to have that $5,000 per month to feed my family.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. And again, sometimes you really don't need purpose lah. Like, why must you aim for something so big when you are already comfortable?
There's nothing wrong with that.
Some people might say very Malay thinking of me. True. But you need to know that when you start something, you are going to lose out a lot. It's like, for at least 2 years, dude, like you will need to drag yourself through the fucking month until you really profit $1, right? Or you can even pay yourself a salary. Yeah. So, and like, when I see people like, oh, I need to find a purpose. Bro, really, you don't need, and you cannot take it from these people.
Yeah.
Like, these people already made it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And
I agree.
truthfully, what is Edutate's purpose?
To give purpose.
You get what I mean?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
these people who are saying that, like Gary V. Man, you keep saying you need to find purpose. Then what is your purpose, Gary V?
To give purpose to different people.
Anybody can do that. Anybody.
Well, that's not true lah.
Even a husband can do that.
That's not true. Like, there's something you have to have a bit of charisma to do that.
No, I get it. You need to have a bit of success to do that, right? But cannot be his purpose is to give talks.
Maybe it is. Maybe. Why cannot be? I don't understand. Maybe not his purpose.
That is weird. That to me is. You get what I mean?
Yeah, I get it.
So, but side gigs are okay. I feel like if you have a full-time job and you have a side gig.
OnlyFans.
Sorry?
So like a full-time job and you do OnlyFans.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Whatever side gig it is.
Yeah.
Fine.
Yeah.
That should happen.
Yeah.
If you have an opportunity to do a side gig, even like driving a Grab.
Go.
Yeah, go. Because that extra money, you will never know when you need it. By May, electricity is going to go up 30%. You need to cover that cost. But being an entrepreneur, a lot of people, like, they want someone to start it because of all these people just trying to say, oh, find a purpose, this and that.
So tiring.
And like, it's cool lah.
Yeah.
It is cool to own a business.
And I mean, whenever you own a business and you are an entrepreneur, you always are revered a bit more. Like whether it's the Chinese New Year dinners or your friends, you are, which I get, which is why I'm like, we need to hype up working for other people a bit more.
Yeah.
Especially in Singapore.
Yeah.
Like, it's so like, especially, I don't know, it's just a Singaporean thing, I think.
Yeah. And a lot of CEOs also work for other people. They are like hired CEOs.
Yeah.
It's not like they started DBS and became a CEO.
They're not founders.
Yeah, so it's okay to work for other people.
And I think, make this a TikTok, I think like Gen Zs need to hear this.
Yeah. No, and I'm glad you decided to work for other people. Yeah.
No, but I had no choice lah.
Yeah.
I was already like, oh fuck. Like if I don't do this, might as well just go back to jail.
No, look, I went through that before, and actually recently. Like I was really thinking to myself, fuck, inflation is so real. 9% is so real. And I guess you will only feel it a lot when you earn your own money.
Yeah.
Like you need to pay yourself type of thing. If you keep getting a salary, you won't feel it that much. But I felt it, like my meals are now $2 extra.
Where you eat, yeah?
Downstairs my house. From
$2?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why.
Really? Then I'm like, fuck, I really feel it. Like Grabs. What the fuck?
I just don't Grab.
Yeah, so I stopped grabbing.
Grab is evil. Grab is the devil's
Yeah, so like, I thought to myself, actually, maybe work for other people better. Yeah, and I really dive deep into it. I'm like, maybe I should really work for other people. Like, really, it is very tiring.
And there's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah.
We really need to remove the stigma of doing so. I feel like if more people in Singapore decided like me or just like, you know what? I'm just going to work for other people. I think the workforce will be so much stronger.
Yeah.
Because in Singapore, there are a lot of people who are trying to make things on their own. They're trying to get by with the $3,000 income that they have that just survive. They pay the rent and then that's it. It's so tough. But yeah, so that's what I decided to do, lor. So now in this job, happy, salary, slowly paying off the debt. When I'll be probably done paying off this debt?
When?
2026 probably.
That's long.
And I told myself, I'm not going to travel or have any, like, right now, my only happiness is Pomats. Other than that, you're not going to, no buying luxury goods, nothing.
Yeah.
Finish your debt first. Yeah.
Yeah, like I read this quote somewhere. If you cannot downgrade your life for a few years just to help yourself, means you really care too much about what people think about you.
Ooh. Make that a t-shirt, eh?
Yeah.
True.
It's just too long for a t-shirt.
Make a t-shirt, make a long XXL.
Yeah, and I
That's
agree.
true.
And I
I
agree.
agree.
Yeah. And I was one of them that someone once said, because I was not many years ago, a few years ago, I took the train and a fan just came up to me. You take the train one? And it affected me so much. I had no idea why, In my head, I'm like, okay, maybe in your head, I made it lah. But I haven't. Sometimes I take train, Yeah.
Which makes me pivot from here to talking about this bubble that influencers are in. Especially the influencers who have made it. What I will say to that, right, is the job security in being an influencer and a content creator is next to nothing. Because the truth is, when it all comes down to it, you do not own your channel.
Yeah.
You don't.
Yeah.
Tomorrow, maybe your face violates something on channel guidelines. Your channel is gone.
Yeah.
Your income is gone. Everything is gone. And I think a lot of these, influencers, especially the influencers who have made it, you do not own your channel. You don't. You don't. Yeah. Tomorrow, maybe your face violates something on channel guidelines. Your channel is gone. Your income is gone. Your everything is gone. And I think a lot of these new content creators feel like, this is my channel, I can do whatever I want, and they take it lightly. And I think there's this weird, like, I don't know, I got triggered by you saying that you were in the train, because I take the train and now I always take the train. But before, what is train?
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck that is.
Yeah.
Never take the train, you crazy. And it's always I'm so scared to get noticed in public, that's why I don't take the train. Nah, you're just entitled.
Yeah.
And because you're earning money now and you're in this bubble, you can.
Yeah.
But one day, and it will come, that bubble will pop. Then what happens?
I agree with you. And I think it will come very soon based on how economy is. Like, people need to understand that, I guess the more mature influencers understand that once recession hits, the first budgets to go are marketing budgets. And we earn from marketing budgets. So that's why I say having side gigs are very important. And I always tell, I advise the younger influencers who ask me for advice. I would say, if there's an opportunity for you to start a business, go do it on the side. Yeah, this influencer thing should never be your main.
Yeah.
Should never be your main focus.
And when you do start a business, don't put your name on it.
Yeah.
I feel like that's another thing. That's another level to like security. If you put your name on it and then something happens to you, get cancelled for a tweet you made 7 years ago, that business goes down as well. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So start something on the side. Don't tell anyone it's you're behind it. Just do it for money.
Yeah. So side gigs are very important. And sometimes I'm on like both sides of this thing, where like go full on and see where it goes, or like once the opportunity comes, get the fuck away from it and escape. Because falling too deep into it sometimes also, like, it's very hard for you to come out of it. Like, okay, I would say like you finding a full-time job was a hard decision to make for you, because now you're letting go of that dream of owning your own things.
It wasn't that hard. When you have no choice, it's not that hard.
But when you had a choice,
you wouldn't make it.
Yeah. So I'm like, that's what I'm saying. It's like when you fall so deep into it, sometimes getting out of it, it's gonna be so hard. And that's why I always advise people. That's why I'm always on the two sides of the thing. Like, opportunity, go do it. Yeah. But if you feel like this is really for you, then you go dig and see what comes out of it. But so many influencers have paved the way for us, and you know where this life goes. You know, like,
I think that's changed. I feel like before, during my time, everyone's like the Noah Yaps and like, oh, we want to be eventually in movies and stuff like that. Now, with the new generation, they want to be where we were. You know, at the time, earning so much money, nationwide support and government campaign, Shopee advertisement, you know. But,
yeah, then what's after?
What's after?
Yeah.
That's the question, no? What's after? Can you convert?
To what?
Exactly lah. My goal was always the radio DJ thing. Other people don't know.
I guess. This is my then what though? This solo thing.
Really?
Is my then what?
But you see, you also cannot worry too much about the then whats.
I get what you mean. It's to see where it goes.
Yeah, it's really like if you don't enjoy what you have now, right? I mean, it's good to plan, but I mean, it's going well. Just do whatever you can and see what happens. What happens will happen.
So at this part of your life now, what kind of advice you would need?
I would need how to stop playing format. This format thing is fucking crazy. Yeah. Anyway, how to adopt.
How to adopt.
Adopt.
How to adopt.
Like all these like HFE, like all these like Singapore things, it's a bit hard. But like filing taxes, it's just a bit hard. But I have friends around me who are my age now who are not influencers and not entitled cunts. So so now they're helping me through it.
You know, I asked myself this question, like, based on where I am now, what advice do I need? I would say most of my advice is based on mentality.
Interesting.
Yeah, because in the recent years, I've been very into this growth mentality thing. In a sense where I do something difficult every day. Just so I feel uncomfortable. So then the harder task feels easier.
So what defines uncomfortable? Like, how do you know it's uncomfortable?
Like a cold plunge.
Oh, like literally uncomfortable.
Yes,
Okay,
yes,
okay.
yeah,
Got it.
Or like workout. It
Right.
depends on what is difficult for you.
Okay.
Yeah, some people, it's basically the difficult thing is just breaking habits.
Right. So if the difficult thing is eating bitter gourd, that's what you're gonna do.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or like drinking coffee. Like some people wake up, they straight away drink coffee. Like extend it for 2 hours and be uncomfortable.
Okay, got it.
And I've been doing that every day, and I feel like the harder tasks get easier. Like for example, filming. Sometimes I'm very tired, but in my head I'm like, but I already did all the difficult tasks. What is filming now? Yeah, the smaller problems. Sorry, the bigger problems now seem small.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. But based on where I'm going right now, and I feel like if I could have a chance to speak to I don't know, Gurmeet Singh, Kumar, those people from that time, and actually sit down and hey, dude, this is how your life is gonna go. Like based on our experience, this is the most you can get out of it. But if you can break this, then maybe you can be somewhere. Yeah, but this is what's gonna happen. Prepare your mind for it. I would take that advice. And I also told Sylvia this, because Sylvia is doing this whole life coach thing, right? And then a lot of people are hitting on it. But I asked myself, why the fuck not? What I take advice from you on how to not get cancelled? Fuck yes. Will I take advice from Sylvia to how to not be a bad boss? Yes. Like, why are people hating on this? When, like, as simple as it is, and I said this to you before. Will you listen to a smoker who's telling you to stop smoking? No, why?
What the hell?
No, but that's what I'm trying to say. I would listen to Sylvia. Like, oh my God, I want to know what the fuck you went through.
I mean, there are people who want to listen while she's full all the way till fucking July.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, and like, if you started doing a life coaching thing and how to get through the hardest times, because I feel like based on our careers, what you and Sylvia went through is the bottomest of the rock.
Sylvia is not. I don't want to play Operation Olympics, but she still has a channel and she can be on YouTube.
Yeah. Okay. True. Facts. Then you.
Like every time people say like, oh my God, Sylvia was cancelled. I'm like, she wasn't cancelled. She sold off her company. She closed down the company. She's closed off NOC and
yeah.
How is that being cancelled?
Killer. I see.
How is that being deplatformed?
Yeah, I see what you.
There has only been one successful deplatformation in Singapore.
You.
Me.
That's true.
Not even Xiaxue got deplatformed.
How about Eden Ang?
What platform did he have? You know what I mean? Like he was on More Banana. What?
Yeah. Okay. No, that's true. Yeah, then I would take. Why would I take advice from you? I would. You get what I mean?
I get that.
Like, I would listen to ex-convicts. I would listen to all these people and like teach me how to do life.
No, but these people who are not happy with Sylvia putting up and stuff like that are just comments. They're probably this 15-year-old, fuck this Batman. Like, they're not important to me. Like, to me, right, I've really learned, like, the internet is not real life.
Yeah.
The internet sometimes crosses.
Yeah.
But the internet is not real life. Like, the amount of people who like, out of their day, out of their way, come up to me, like, in the train and, like, I hope you're doing okay. And I hope that whatever has happened, doesn't break you. Or like, oh, it's so nice to see you, like, in real life. Shocking, compared to how many people come up to me and spit me on the face. Because if I base it off how many comments I get and the death threats and stuff like that, I would be scared to walk outside. You know what I mean? But the internet is not real life. The internet comments, these TikTok comments, like, ban TikTok, honestly, but these TikTok comments are just people who get off on, like, oh my God, 2 people like my comments. Like, these are the people you're giving power to. You know what I mean? So, like, yeah, sure, a lot of people are saying a lot of things about Sylvia, right? But She's doing well. It's booked until July. What the fuck are you talking about? You don't want to listen, but all these people want to listen, you know?
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. And when you went through that, have you ever thought of like,
Of course. Definitely. Yeah.
why didn't you?
Because in my head, like I said, I'm a fighter. And I refuse to die a pedophile.
How do you plan to fix that though?
I can't fix it, but at that time, I wasn't able to speak my truth and I wasn't able to tell the story in its entirety and explain like why there were messages to these 17-year-olds and why did I plead guilty at the start, you know what I mean? I wasn't able to talk about it. Right? So the reason why I didn't like jump off a building that I was looking at and like, oh yeah, quite high, was because I was like, I refuse to let my parents go into their graves with the assumption that their eldest son was a pedophile. That's not gonna happen. So when they die already, then maybe I'll go, but I don't know.
I mean, pedophile is
it's heavy.
It's heavy.
Like it's one of the worst. Black dog is better. It's one of the worst.
I'll put it on my black.
Yeah, it's really one of the worst things that anyone could call you.
I think if I were you at that point of time, I'd be like, if there's no way to fix this,
like to me, it didn't matter if there was a way to fix it. I didn't care about my career. I didn't care about like, oh, when I get back on my YouTube channel or my Instagram. Nah, bruh. To me, it was just like, I refuse to let everyone or like allow this conversation and this rumor, for lack of a better word, that says that I'm a pedophile continue without me saying anything. At least let me say something. At least give me the freedom to say something. And then I'm done. And then fuck this industry, I'm out. That's what I said to myself. And that's why I came out of jail, did those few videos, out. A lot of people were like, oh my God, does he deserve a second chance? Does he deserve to have a platform? Nah, bruh, I'm not coming for your platform. You can have your platform, shove it up your ass, and hopefully you don't get cancelled.
Yeah.
I'm done. All I wanted to do was to be able to speak my truth. Full stop.
And I feel like you deserve to speak the truth. And also, I mean, Singapore has investigated the case. It is what it is, like the results it is what it is. Yeah.
2 doctors
Yeah.
2 doctors said that he does not have any pedophilic disorders. 2 separate doctors from 2 separate clinics. And yet, Alvin_Tan306 still insists that I'm a pedophile. Okay, doctor.
How do this doctor test? Like pictures or?
No. So they will. I think what they're watching is your
Very stupid question.
It's very stupid. But a lot of people ask though. Like I think they watch your body, like how you move when they say certain things. So like they will say like, oh, so what do you like to eat? That's a question.
McSpicy.
You like McSpicy? What do you like about McSpicy?
The spicy.
How often do you eat McSpicy?
Every week.
Every week. How many times?
Like once or twice.
How do you feel about little girls though?
What the fuck?
So they will watch like how you react to these. I think it's like that. So it's like, so they ask me like question about family and that's coming out of nowhere. You watch underage porn?
That's comedy, man.
What do you That's not comedy! What is that?
No, it's like, you know how some jokes is like, you feel like you know where it's going and then they pump.
Yeah, but this is not a joke. Yeah,
I mean,
so
like, it's
that's-
the same
I mean,
format.
they didn't ask like how I did lah, but I think they were. I remember the first one there was 2 doctors. So one of them was just watching me, and the other one was asking the questions, and the other one there was just 1 doctor.
Lie detector test and shit?
No lie detector. I think there is like there's a list of things that pedophiles usually react to and move in a certain way. And I think like once you hit off like say 3 or like 2, then they do. Yeah, I think I don't know how it works. You should ask the psychiatrists. Yeah, they don't talk to you only. They talk to your family also. Right?
Oh shit. Wow, that must be damn hard because in your head you're like, oh my God.
No, but you see, I know I wasn't, so I wasn't scared. So when they said that we're gonna talk to your parents, I told my parents, like, just be honest. Just be honest. Don't need to lie or anything. Just go in there, answer the questions. Sure enough.
So what if the test went wrongly and...
What the fuck? I would have gone for another test,
You
change psychiatrist. I don't want to fuck with psychiatrist.
Oh, so you can do that?
I mean, You, as long as you're paying, you can. It's about 8K one test.
How long is this test?
A few weeks.
Oh, okay. No, like, no, in my head,
6 to 8K.
Will the charge be different?
Oh yes, you go in longer. It changes a lot. If you're if you're a pedophile, of course you go in longer, because then you'll be a what's the word? Danger to society. What?
Oh, do you meet any pedophiles inside?
Yeah.
How were they like?
You could tell.
Really?
Yeah. Okay, so let me tell you this story. And this was right before I came out. During my last few weeks in prison, I didn't want to come out. I was ready to do something like push an officer or something, just extend my stay.
Why?
Because I was happier inside.
Okay.
I hated the outside world and the pressure that I needed to face. And I was ready to stay in for a few more months. And it's that easy to get extended, by the way. You know, so it was Christmas. And we were watching Spider-Man Homecoming, if I'm not wrong. And there's this guy comes up to me. And allegedly, throughout the few months I was there, I was told that he had accidentally slept with an underage girl.
Like he fall down the stairs.
And then he went inside. I said he didn't know she was 16. And then after that, she revealed she was. And then too bad. So he was in. So that's what everyone thinks his story was. And then he saw me, he came up to me and talked to me, and then revealed that he, those teachers you see on the newspaper that molested how many kids. He's one of them. And he has a taste for young boys. So he came up to me, he was like, oh, actually we're the same. And he asked me questions like, oh, so actually how young do you like them? What do you like doing with them? And stuff like that. I felt very disgusted. Because in prison, right, it's like you have your own tribe one. If you go in for money laundering, you will talk with the money laundering people because you all can relate, you know? And I was like, I never had a tribe. And this motherfucker thought I was his tribe. So I felt very dirty, very sick. I remember going back to the room vomiting. Then I told my cellmates, who at that time were my friends, is he out now? Next year. I told him, I was like, this is what happened. I was shaking. I remember shaking because I was so shook that I fucking met a pedophile in prison. And that's when I thought to myself, no, I need to go back out. Because I need to tell my story. I will refuse to die a pedophile. I'm not going to let this slide. And so that's why when I came out, immediately did what I needed to do. And once that's done, swah. You want to still call me whatever up to you, but I already said my piece.
But you're done now, you're done with that. So now that you're out, now that you've faced everything, what do you think God is trying to tell you?
What do you think God was trying to tell me? I think I've learned the meaning of life, and it is just a practice of the art of letting go. And if you master that art, life just becomes so much easier. If you learn to just let things go. From the small little things to the auntie cutting your line in the MRT to the bigger things like you're in debt and you need a job. Are you still going to try and get maybe more debt? Get another loan and try, but maybe this one, maybe this business will do it, maybe this idea, it's a good idea. Maybe just let it go and let God or let fate or universe or whatever you believe in.
And I agree with you a lot on that because I always live on this, not say this quote lah, but I learned how to accept what I am not good at. And this was many years ago, by the way. I just learned to accept that the things that I'm not good at. And I don't pretend that I'm good at it. Wow, life is so much easier.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's like the simplest things, when the whole presidential election was happening, Kok Song came on the show. I am not political at all. And you want me to sit here and talk to you about Singapore politics? Honestly, I do not give a fuck. Because it doesn't affect me yet. But then he really wanted to be on the show, and then the team was like, please have him on, have him on. And I'm like, okay, yeah, fuck it. Let's have him on. He came on and straight away told him before the cameras was on, I'm like, sir, I'm not interested in politics. I'm not. Who is my president doesn't really affect me. But what I'm interested is you as a human being, and that's what I am good at. So let's talk about you as a human being and not talk about, because you know what? Mothership will have covered what you want to do for Singapore. CNA will have covered what you want to do for Singapore. What does my opinion on what you should do for Singapore change Singapore? No. So I'm like, okay, just accept it that I'm not good at it and just do what the things I'm good at.
Yeah. Letting it go. Very that.
We are ending with that. Let it go.
Let it go. Elsa was right. What, you don't know who's Elsa? You're
That's
telling me
very
you don't know. You're telling me you don't know who's Elsa.
I know.
Yeah,
I know who's
the hell is
Elsa. Now, at first I was lost. I'm like, okay, yeah, Frozen.
Yeah, I think that's the biggest lesson that I had to learn, like, throughout this whole thing. Because everything before that, I was always in control. I was always in control. Like, content, like who did what cancel this person. And then life just throws you in a whirlwind. And then you're just flying in the air. You're just like, oh my God, how do I control this? You can't. You can't. You can't. Let it go. If you don't let it go,
you're always,
you'll just always be flying in there. So it wasn't really to let everything go. The YouTube channel, the Instagram, the friends, the success, the perception of success, the fame, all means nothing if you're not, like, if you're still in the air.
Yeah.
You know? So now that I guess you can say start anew. I'm very chill. Very zen.
I totally get what you mean though. Cause like, was life easier before I became an entrepreneur? Yeah. Really? Yeah. Or like before this whole thing, was life actually easier? And like if you see like other people who are living life who don't need all of this, you know? Like we cannot lie that being influencers, fame is one of the things we try to get, right? It is our mark of success. And then you meet people who don't give a fuck about these things. They are very happy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was once like that, but I'm not saying I'm very rich, but when I have money, I will want to spend it kind of thing, you know? And these people are just very okay, no? Yeah, and they're just very happy. They're actually much happier than us.
And I feel like those are the type of people I've met a lot in jail. And it sort of like taught me to be human again. You know? Because you forget that actually a good like 80% of Singapore is right there. You know? Who are just people who are trying to be... Which brings me to another point. All these podcasts out here talking about mental fucking health. Fuck you and your mental health. Mental health and dealing with mental health with a psychiatrist is very rich people things. You know what I mean? Alvin at Block 615 ain't got time to go to the fucking therapist.
Yes.
Because he doesn't have money. So what we do, we suck it up and we continue.
Yeah.
We just keep fighting.
Yeah.
So like every time I hear like this person talking about mental,
yeah, like my therapist says,
shut the fuck up. That's so unrelatable to me now, you know? Although I'm not saying it's not great.
Yeah.
To some
great
people,
you can get help.
Great for you, but I'm not... Me and Alvin are not feeling it. We are not your demographic. You know who's my demographic? Salmon Boy.
You know, 50 Cent once said, he has no time to be depressed.
Yeah.
Yeah, like he has no time for depression. And I understood that.
Yeah.
Because like he said, depression is a luxury for you to just sit there and just suck.
Good, say you can be at night feeling your feelings. Good. Wonderful life you live. You know? Alvin Tan doesn't live that life. Sorry, not the same Alvin Tan who commented on my video, but different Alvin Tan.
I get what you mean.
Yeah. And that's what I learned in prison, you know, like when I met these people, oh my God, like, first of all, they're happy in prison, which is questionable. But it's just like, oh my God, you forget that, like, because you're in this stupid influencer bubble that just elevates you to this new height, you forget that there's just life happening without you being able to see it. And people there, honestly, are much happier than you.
That's why I like to hang out with these kind of people. And I
Same.
have a few friends like that. Like, you just really don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
And
just a beer and in a kopitiam.
that kind of friends. Yeah, and that's the best. It's like, but they always say, wow, your life good, I receive so much PR kits and everything. But while I appreciate it, but what does it really mean?
Yeah.
You get me? Okay, let's say we take you as an example. One thing happened,
Gone.
total wipeout. What did that actually mean? People forgot the work. People forgot what if, let's say, you did your content did have purpose, for example. People don't care.
Yeah.
Yeah. If let's say, like, I don't know, Mr. Beast does something today and he's wiped out of this world, people don't care.
You don't care.
Yeah. So it's like, it really doesn't mean anything. Like, what really means, what truly brings you happiness is the things around you. And
moments. And the moments with the things around you.
Yeah.
Like one of the other things that I learned is really treasuring those moments. And this is one really beautiful thing that then you can close. My brother got married a few years back, and this was after the whole thing. I remember, if you watch this whole video, my parents are conservative and they have a hard time swallowing the whole issue, right? During Mother's Day, every year, back then when I was successful, I will buy her a new iPhone and Apple Watch. Every year. So she will always have the latest iPhone. So during that Mother's Day, I didn't have enough money. Of course, I didn't have money at all, actually, at that point. So all I did was buy her a concealer. One of those small concealers worth like $40. It was MAC lah. It was still branded, okay, what the fuck. Anyway. So with that concealer, I was at Happy Mother's Day. And she said, and she laughed. She was like, no iPhone meh this year. And I also laughed. Because we both know, like, well, that's never going to happen in the next few years. During my brother's wedding, she came to me and she was like, hey, I don't know how to wear this concealer. Like, help me wear. Help me put. I was like, fine. And I put. And that's when, like, life happens in these moments where you have a very conservative mom ask her newly nationwide level outed son to put on her concealer.
That's acceptance.
That's a moment. That's the moment you know, like, oh, shit, life has changed.
Yeah.
And in Singapore, we move so fast and we always strive for the next better thing, and that we always lose these moments. These moments run past us so fast. So one thing I learned to do is when those moments do happen, like, dwell in it. Like, stop and really just be in the moment. And so it took about like 30 minutes to put her concealer on. Just tapping her face.
Either you're not good at it or you were really trying to indulge in that moment.
I really was indulging in the moment. But yeah, so that's another thing also I learned. Like when me and my friend are having a good conversation, like sometimes I just hold their hand and I'm just like, this was nice. Acknowledge the moment.
Yeah.
And then you're like, oh, then it sort of like puts a bookmark in your head. Like, oh, this moment happened. Because if not, right, we just get, okay, I go out, ciao.
Yeah. And I agree with you. I do have a lot of that moments. Yeah, so that's why I love hanging out with this type of people, because it's like,
yeah,
just leave everything aside.
Yeah, like, fuck influencers. Influencers are tiring. Hate them. You know, I have just this newfound hate for influencers. Because like when I'm out of the bubble and I see it from outside, I'm like, hey, you're really damn irritating. I understand why people hate you now.
I also know. I know why people hate us, and especially when you do something unscripted like this, right? Like, wow,
it's so atrocious.
Yeah, people are like, it's so easy to hate us.
It's very so easy to hate influencers. Like, oh my god. So yesterday I was at don't know which. I'm like, shut the fuck up. No one cares.
Really, nobody cares. And I also learned that nobody cares. Really, nobody. It depends. Like, when you want to post something or when you want to buy something and you think you're impressing people, nobody cares.
Nobody cares.
Yeah. When you're buying an outfit for an event, nobody cares.
Okay lah. Let's just say maybe it does give a bit of the razzle dazzle, and like let's say if you're selling car and you're driving a Lambo, it does give a bit of like, whoa, you know, but in the end, it doesn't even matter.
Yeah. Linkin Park.
Yes, Linkin Park
rest
for life.
in peace, Chester.
Yes.
Okay. We've come to the end of this episode. Thank you
was
so much
very long,
for coming.
was
Yes,
like-
that was 2 hours and 20 minutes.
Was yours longer?
No, his was 2 hours plus also.
Oh, okay.
Maybe 10 minutes shorter.
Okay, normal lah. Okay.
But yes, thank you so much for coming and sharing your story.
Thank you for having me. I would just like to say also, I didn't ask to be here.
He
He
didn't.
asked me.
He didn't.
Because people were
Yeah.
like, oh my God, why is he trying so hard to get a platform? I'm like, I'm really not.
Yeah, no, I can show you the text. I texted him. Yeah. And I also made a joke on him.
Oh, yes, you did. And it was funny. It was worth
Yes,
it.
yes. If you haven't watched it, please go on my Instagram and watch
Yes,
it.
very that. You know, Fucker Faz also made a joke about me. Then he's
Yes.
like, hey, it's okay if I say this. I'm like, just go. It's fair game. I don't care. It's funny. Do it. It's only not worth it when it's not funny. And then you're like,
Yeah.
2024, they're still talking about me.
But yes, thank you guys so much for watching. If you have anyone you would like me to invite, please let me know in the comment section below. If not, I'll see
Wait,
you.
I want you to bring someone. Wait, let me think. You know who we should get? Let's see. Who should you get to have this kind of deep conversation with? Kate.
Fucker in jail, right? No, man.
No lah, is he?
Yes. He went to jail.
After I come out.
Yes. So hard. Oh my God. Why you put me to this test?
Why?
It's so hard to have a serious conversation with him. Kate.
Why not? You never know. Kate in the next episode. In
Okay,
few
yes,
episodes.
yes. See you guys. Bye.
Kate was one with tits, right?
Kate is the wrestling one.
No, that's Steven Lim.
Fuck you.
Well, I'm getting my weirdos mixed up.
Hey, Kate is the one with the wrestling belt going around thinking
He used to have tits, right?
he used to have tits.
Yes. Kate used to have tits, right? Yes! Did you know about that?
I didn't know that.
He had tits. He used to have tits.
What the fuck? What happened to it?
I don't know. What happened to it? He took it out.